Sziasztok, Grimlock vagyok újra, és akkor folytassuk tovább a kalandozást.
Nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, what do you want? He's some with it is none of your damn business. You ought to know better than to ask a man that kind of question. Like I said, mind your own damn business. Let me get out of town before we talk. Too many unfriendly ears around. Same old shit that's been going on for years. The NCR and Legion are still fighting over Hoover Dam for some reason. Never been there since the NCR's got troops all over it. Must be pretty important. I've run with some tough gangs, but I gotta admit, they all got nothing on the Legion. I hear they stick you up on poles and it takes a while to die. I ain't saying I'm afraid of them or nothing, but I'll be staying out of their way. New California Republic. Nothing new about it. Just a bunch of people with money and power pushing everyone else around. They've got troops all over the Mojave, but it's a big desert, so it's pretty easy to avoid them if you want. Yeah.
Hello. Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Huh.
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now. All right. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit. He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there. Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me. It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before. It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy. Fine by me. There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman. Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Primm, unless they're in desperate need of supplies. The New California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin. I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something. Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory. Got a special discount for you, after what you've done for us.
Nincs valami sok kupakom. Céget el lehet adni. Koszos véssőjével. Ez jó jöhet majd.
Pleasure doing business with you. Be careful out there.
Ez jó kis magnum. Megpróbálják kinyitni. Ezzel az átfeltöréssel kapunk XP-t. Jó. Egy lockpick oda. Kicsit körbenézünk. törni. Én mindenféleképpen fel fogom törni. Jó. Húziskodni. És ennyi segítség volt. 2 Q5-öt. Meg is van. Eltesszük mindet. Faszba. Nagyszerű. Nézzük meg a munkapadainkat. Fejlődtünk. Azt mondom, hogy ezt lehet összevinni a gánra. tudok fejlődni. Ugye mondtam, hogy mindenféleképpen át fogunk kutatni a várost. Kis plusz dolgokat szerezzünk. Még fér. Bár kupok jó jönne az elején. Szenzor maguk. Kis újság. Urácskát alszunk. Ugye ez a játék úgymond unalmasabb része, hogy kutakodni kell. Az elején szerintem érdemes azért, mert lehet találni jó dolgokat, illetve a pénzt is lehet növelni. Mire a striphez eljutunk, akkor legyen egy kis költhető összegünk. Közben azért mentegetünk. Kukákat is érdemes átnézni. Scrap metal. Később jó jöhet. Franco. Itt van valami levelező. Később fog jó jönni. Semmi érdekes. Fixing, kásőbb nem. Igen, jelzi a játék, hogy most már inni meg ennek kéne. Water. És már jó is vagyunk. Mentünk. fegyverszkillezés is jó tett. Köcsög megharapott. Mint mondtam, a fegyver hozzáértést egy kicsit felhúztam. Már meglátható egészen. Puskával. Most már lehet kutakodni. Itt is itt egy program vezet. Hosszabbat. Popkin. Ki is nyitjuk. Ezek jó jönnek majd fegyverek gyártásához. Pénzecske. Feleslegesek. Egy fizetecske. Metal busz, baseball busz, szerintem használhatatlan. Használhatatlan. Jó. De benézünk. Sherry az fogalmbombához kell lenni. Oh, lockpickek. Bosszot tegert is fog majd. Toyker. Ambrose Cleaner. Jó. Azt mondja, hogy F5. Nem fog megnyitni a szévet. Akkor azt mondja, hogy lockpick sokan. Lockpick 18. És van itt egy olyan, hogy fizetek. Plusz pontokat adnak. Szóval javításod 10. Beszédhez, tudományhoz, eladáshoz, orvosláshoz. Ha nincs olyan, ki lehet. Számítógépen keresztül fogunk kinyitni. Próbálok kivenni. Feltörésben. Aha. Yeah. Kevesebb karakter fog részemre állni. Hamarabb fel tudom térni a számítógépet. Aha. Akkor ennyi volt. És meg is van elsőre. Frankó, nyissuk ki a széfet. Még egy szép kis rakomány sikerült elvinni. Nagyszerű. Benézünk a többi házba. Miket lehet leállni. Közben mentén, mert félek a fagyásoktól. Semmi. Jó. Itt van egy robot,
Howdy, partner.
kimentett minket.
Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they had run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick. Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that. I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any. I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy. Happy trails!
Sok minden megtudtunk, hogy mi történt velünk, mikor halálra lőttek minket. És javító doboz szükség lesz rá. Pilot light. Kell. Jó. Sok minden van. Ó. Kíziannal pedig kellenek. Hát itt alszunk vagy. 8 órát.
Howdy, partner.
Beszélni kéne. Itt lesz fent a régi benzinkútnál. Lassan meg fog telni az eszköztárom.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play? Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board... Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here. So what's going on? Did Sunny agree to help us? Oh. Well, I don't want to make a move until she's with us. So what's going on? Did Sunny... Try to...
Hát azért nem választ körbenézek. Nem kell. Looping. Kevés a looping. Romantic. Hedrotált vagyok. Ugye, vizet érdemes minél beszerezni. Körbenézzünk itt a havernál.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor. It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets. If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. The town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble. The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the Strip. I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's gotta be a good thing, right?
Információkat gyűjtünk a jelenlegi világról.
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans. Can do.
Javítani, megcsinálni. Nem kell. Speciális boxok. Még annyi. Lapok vannak pakli összerakáshoz. Sok minden van nála se.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Take it easy now.
Egyelőre ennyi is, tovább is megyünk. Aha, széttöröm. Vasat, akkor tudok belőle csinálni leadet. Ezeket csak széttörni tudom. Ez még kell? Chase forward rifle. Ez két cuccos hozzá. Meg kell beszélni a csávónak a védelmét. Vannak jönni ezek a gangmemberök.
Feeling thirsty? I can take...
Nem kell lesz. Kivel megy nekem a színquest. Sunny Miles. Sunny Miles.
Howdy. Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer? Say no more. I'm in. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help. I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him. Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about explosives before you handed it over. Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can. Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these. If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need. You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap. Oh. Well, go ahead and keep the stuff I gave you anyway. It'll be more useful to you than me. I hunt geckos, mostly. The meat's pretty good, and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rad scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in. Sure, what do you want to know? Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot. The New California Republic. Not... Well, the wildlife... Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. If you... I'll be waiting.
Kicsit azért tekertem át, mert... Ugye... Ezeket már...
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right. That does sound like a good plan. Alright, you seem to know what you're doing, so you can count me in. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
Ugye, sikerült megbízni, hogy a póvergengörök ellen mellénk álljon. Ez jó jel. És menjünk Doc Mitchellhez. Egy pár gyújtóeszköz. És újra puskát. Where are you, Doki?
Welcome back. Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Dokival még később beszélünk. Szóval akkor amit törn ezt a géppuskát. Tárgyak. Speed kell lenni. Fix. Kell. És van is egy géppuskánk. Sír. Ugye. Mentünk egy rendeset is. Ugye veszem az küldetésünk. Hát... bízunk meg a többieket is.
You looking to buy some supplies? Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the Powder Gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about. Look. Take it. You looking to buy some supplies? Take it easy now.
Nekem egy barterrel fog kelleni. Hova picsából. Fixing the Rafael, Cohen. Science. Barter.
You looking to buy some supplies? Look, you're...
Hát, ugye addig kell próbálni még. Jó srácok, a mai kalandoknak itt vége. Majd folytatjuk legközelebb. Sziasztok!